Like, what is this? Is this showing that, like, abolish abortion? I'm all for that.
Absolutely, yeah, abolish abortion. But like, we're Christians and we just believe that killing innocent human beings is wrong.
Yeah, I believe that too. I'm all for that. I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
I go to that church over there. And I believe that too.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are arguing that you shouldn't be out here.
Yeah, I know.
Like, but
what do you think about that?
I'm not sure.
I believe that I don't agree with abortion now, but I believe that people make their own choices for themselves. You know?
Yeah.
They make their own decisions. It's all about what they want to do.
Well, yeah. In one way you're right, but like, should that decision be praised and applauded and like supported? I mean, like, kind of like a murder. A person go choose to murder, right?
Yeah.
But like, that doesn't make the choice right. I mean, you're right. They have a choice too, but they shouldn't be like allowed to.
Well, I think they should be allowed to do what they choose with their child. You know, it's their option. They get to choose whatever they want to do.
Okay. So like, people should be able to choose to do what they want to with their child, right?
Yes.
So should your parents be able to murder you?
Sure. If they want to, they were the ones who brought me into this world. They can
Really?
take me out. Yeah. That's what I believe.
I disagree.
But I know that
that's
my
murder,
mother
man.
wouldn't do that.
Well, how do you know?
Because she's my mother.
Well, right, but like 3,500 mothers murder their children every day in our country.
Okay, that's their option. It's not mine.
Right, man. But that's. Are you a Christian?
No.
Well, like in Christianity, we believe that like people are made in the image of God, so they bear His image.
Yeah.
Like Christ entered the womb, and He started off as like a single cell that multiplied and like became a person, you know, and was born and lived and died and rose again to redeem you. Well, you know, like when you abandon God and you adopt secularism and like atheism.
I never adopted God.
Well,
I did.
right.
I just disagree with abortion.
I've
It's
grown
like
up
killing
in a
someone.
family that we don't live by religion.
What do you live by then?
We live by ourselves and by our family.
Atheist.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you're a law unto yourself.
Yeah.
Right. You make up your own laws. So like, how can you tell me that anything you believe is true?
Now that's also the same for you too.
No, I see. I believe in the Word of God. It transcends your and my understanding. It applies to all of us, not just me.
Okay.
You don't have anything like that, man. All you have is your own opinion.
Now, what do you mean by all of us?
All of us. God's law applies to every single person.
Well,
Every single human being.
I mean, like that's what you believe in, and I respect that. I'm not trying to knock your religion. If that's not what I
Well, right, I know, because like you believe in the destruction of His image.
Sure. No, I really don't, because I don't believe in Him.
That's why you believe it's acceptable to destroy a human being.
Sure.
Like that's the reason why you do.
You know, I
Like
believe,
the Christ, this is what Christ said. Christ said, "Those who hate me love death."
All
That's
right.
why you like death, is because you
Never
don't
said
like.
that.
Well, but you
I'd
think it's
say-
acceptable, so you don't hate it.
No, I don't think it's acceptable. I think it's acceptable for them to make their own choices.
Yeah,
You know, they have their way of life. That's them being them. So just let them do them.
I agree that people can make their own choices. Absolutely. I mean, people can do whatever they want to do. The rapist can go rape somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thief can go rob a store if he wants to. Murderer can go murder 100 people if he wants to. He can make that choice.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we as a society should accept it and adopt it and support it and like
And that's
decriminalize
exactly the same thing
it.
for you. Like you said, a rapist can go rape somebody. You can come out here and protest. That doesn't mean that we all support it.
Right? I'm not asking you to support me.
I'm
I'm asking you to support these children that are being murdered, man.
I don't support what you're doing here. You know, I believe that they should do what they want to do.
Well, but these children can't do what they want to do. Well, I appreciate it.
Because it's a child. It's like
Yeah.
an innocent child. Some people can't have that.
Yeah.
And it's like murdering a baby. You just wouldn't do it now. Really.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's
Going
really
all
bad, man.
together to murder someone.
You know,
Like it should be against the law, and I think that they were deciding on that too. Because it's really
Well, it's
bad.
not against the law yet, so when it becomes...
here's my counter protesters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so like you were saying, like some people don't think I should be here at a high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
most
myself
people
and like Todd, my friend here, lives in Little Elm. Like he comes out here usually, I guess.
Yeah.
And like the reason why we're at high schools is because like 25% of women, like girls in high school, will abort their child before they graduate.
don't. No, that's their option.
Well, right, I know, but they become murderers, man. Like, just think about what that does to motherhood. Like, a woman is supposed to, like, be fruitful and multiply, right? She's supposed to, like, love creates, love reproduces, love embraces other people, right? And, like, that's why we're here. That's why, like, God put us here. But because you reject that, that's really your problem, is your rejection of God. That's really the ultimate barrier to you loving all people, is that you reject God. I mean, the Bible, Christ said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. If you don't love God, you won't love all your neighbors. And you'll believe that some of them can be destroyed.
They can be. It's possible.
Well, yeah, they can be, but it shouldn't be right.
I'm not saying that it is.
It's implying, right? That's what I mean. So when you say they should be able to do that, you're implying that it's okay, that it's acceptable, that it's allowed, that you think it's okay.
Well,
Even if you say it's not okay, man. Look, little foot, man.
Okay. Big feet. What about it?
Exactly. That's what I mean. We shouldn't discriminate against people based on their size. We shouldn't discriminate people based on their size, their age.
We don't.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you might. I don't.
Do you think this person should be destroyed? You're discriminating.
I don't think they should be destroyed. I think that the parents should make her an option, whichever way she wants to go.
So it's contradicting yourself. They shouldn't be. She should be able to. They shouldn't be.
But she shouldn't do it. But she should be able to.
She should be punished for it too, just like every other murderer.
If it's an option the lady wants to make, maybe she should, maybe she shouldn't. But that's not up to us. Maybe we can vote on it with the next president. But that's something that should be made in court. I think it's wrong personally. It shouldn't be happening.
See, these people celebrate the right to murder a child.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wicked, man.
I disagree.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, look, they're shouting
when you have a
and.
baby, when you have sex, that's trying to have a baby. So
It is.
Let's have a baby. I think we're ready.
Yes, absolutely. You got your head on straight. The only thing, like, I suggest to you, I think it was Francis Schaeffer, or I don't remember who said it. They said, like, Christians, like, your vote is no substitute for your voice.
Yeah.
So, like, when we vote, which you'll be able to do one day, right? We vote like every 2 to 4 years, right? Well, while we wait to vote, how many children are slaughtered?
A lot.
That's why we got to get out as Christians.
5,000 every day.
Right, 3,500 every day, and that's just surgical abortions. That's just in abortion clinics. That doesn't count Plan B. That doesn't count like in vitro fertilization, you know, where people can't have babies, so they go to a doctor and the doctor pulls a bunch of eggs and fertilizes them, right?
Yeah.
And then they only implant a few and they freeze or destroy the rest. That doesn't even count that. We don't even take that into consideration. So yeah, and we got to do something about it. As Christians, we have to do something about it. We're the only ones with the heart that cares for people, that loves God, that loves Christ, and that loves the image that we're made in. And so we have to be the ones to do something about it, because the atheist isn't going to do anything about it. He's not.
You're right.
The atheists who do something about it, they're doing it for all the wrong reasons, and ultimately they always believe that it should be acceptable. Like, for instance, in the case of rape, you should be able to kill a child, right? I mean, open that up. Which one of those children was born in rape? Which one of those children was conceived in rape? Yeah, but which one was conceived in rape? Which one's a product of rape? None of them. None of them are conceived in rape. How can we tell? You know what I mean? A child's not different because it was conceived in rape. Yeah, man. I mean, I hate having to have these images. I hate the fact that it even exists.
Why do you do it if you hate it?
Because I want it to go away. I want it to stop. I want the bloodshed to stop.
Okay, well, literally, this is just going to create more fuel to fire. You know?
No,
it's just
it's
going to
not.
want more people to go against you.
I disagree. When was the last time you thought about the murder of the preborn?
I don't know.
Exactly, but you are today. So I think it's working really well, man.
Sure.
And I got to tell you about Christ.
Which is something that I'm not a firm believer in.
Well, right, but you should be.
I
He
think-
is your Lord.
I think I should do what
Every knee will bow one day. The problem is if your
Probably
knee
the wrong
doesn't bow
person.
to him before, dude, it's going to be a really bad day, man. It's going to be a really bad day. I mean, He told me that his mom could murder him if she wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
She could.
you know what though?
It's
Like,
against the law.
thanks, man.
I just believe what you're doing.
What's your name, man, so I can pray for you?
I don't accept prayer.
I'll pray for you anyways, man. That's your friend, man. These are the kids you go to school with. You got to talk to them. You have to be a light. The Bible says, you who once walked in darkness, now walk in light. Now are children of light. Therefore walk as children of light. And then it says, do not take part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them or reprove them. For whatever doth make manifest is light. And then it says, for this reason, it says, arise, O sleeper, and let the light of Christ shine on you. People are asleep in here, man. They're dead to God. They're dead to their neighbor. They need the light of Christ. We can't wake them up. You know what I mean? We can try to reason with them, but ultimately, God has to wake them up. Yeah. Thanks for talking to me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
I support it wholeheartedly.
Todd will be back out here next week, so yeah, you guys should encourage him too if you get a chance. He needs it too. Yeah. I'll be back in Tennessee. Y'all have a good one. Yeah.